Hey neighbors, the handyman here with Initiative Coffee Company presenting episode, I think 6, maybe 7 of In the Red. We are streaming live from the Midwest, and you know, things are weird. If things get shaky, I'm in a new apartment, and the internet is still stabilizing, so we'll see. We are obviously short one Danielle Romero tonight. She has some stuff she's got to take care of, unfortunately. We miss her and mourn her missing, and will rejoice when we see her in 2 weeks. Jake, you have a thing you want to say? I don't know.
Yeah, so I do. Just for any of the listeners of The Bard's Tale, I want to be very clear here. Jeffrey's just better than your guys' pack. You know, your whatever you call it. It's not as adequate mule as ours. Just by the way,
Sebastian's a pony, but that's
whatever. Statement stands.
Okay.
Ours is cooler. Yours ain't.
That's fair.
That's all.
That's fair.
Gosh.
Other than that, last time in the red, our heroes entered the forest to the south. That I, for the life of me, can't think of the name of.
Wind's Hollow!
The south of Wind's Hollow, the forest.
Further south of Wind's Hollow!
The Ironwood Forest.
The Ironwood Forest, yeah, somebody takes notes. See, that's why I like having you around. The Ironwood Forest. The lumberjacks that supply Wind's Hollow with wood went missing. Our friends here tracked their trail to the lumberjack kind of campsite that is set up for anyone who wants to use it, kind of like a warming house out toward the west in the mountains type situation that was seen as abandoned, with trails into the woods where they followed and found a clearing with a mostly dead tree that was hanging 3 presumably old lumberjacks from it, at which point one of them was seemingly dead until he shoved the branch that was impaling him back out of his body and started charging at Morty. Morty stepped a bit forward and tried to prepare himself for battle, and that's when the tree decided to prepare itself for battle as well.
Also step forward and prepare itself for battle.
Yeah. So that is where we find ourselves. We are in combat. I need you all to roll initiative.
I'll be honest, I'm not consenting to this initiative.
You're not consenting?
I mean, that's sometimes how initiative goes, right? Here we go.
I feel like I say that like I know Spit was following me. I could just be I'm just like
yeah, he's right there behind you.
I'm like,
I mean, yeah.
Where did Kiv go? And then like, she's gone, or he's gone, and it's like, oh no, they left 3 small people in a trench coat. Oh no!
Kiv would never abandon the cuteness that is the 3 of you.
That is true. That is very true.
Am I in the wrong roll 20?
Yeah, what map are we in?
We are on the map.
Oh, I don't. We have not.
Oh, you're not. Hold on. I fixed it.
There we go.
We are a lot closer to that tree than I thought we were. Oh my goodness.
40 feet away.
I thought we were like 90, 60, 90 kind of thing. No, it is way close. We are in it. You did say something, I think, at the end of the last session where it was like, it looked like there was like difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Is that the entire area?
Yeah, so this darker area on the map of green.
Like out to here?
Yeah, that's difficult terrain.
Oh, geez, I worked a lot farther than I thought I did.
We were cautiously going for a while.
That's what happens when there's a month between sessions. We were slowly just creeping forward. Oh no!
We didn't hit pause on this game at all. You have been slowly stepping forward for a month now, 5 feet at a time.
I can
So-
reroll ones, thank goodness.
Brian, I will
Yeah.
say, Dungeon Master, sir, that in the stream, me and Spit are switched in our spots right now.
No! Yeah, you are. Hold on.
You didn't
Oh,
know?
no!
It's a fire drill. It's like we just all
Yeah.
pass. That's what we do.
I
It's-
was just making sure y'all were paying attention. That's
It's
all.
chill.
Can we do that one
Um,
session? Just like have an outer body experience, and like that's where the one stage ends and the next one begins.
I'm
like...
excited to have you play each other's characters for one session and just do like just do a fire drill on it and like.
But like we
Just-
don't have any context. There's no combat. It's just kind of like
No.
what we think of each other's characters. And,
Right.
like that's it.
Exactly.
All right.
New
so
canon
initiative,
happens too.
Initiative, yeah.
19.
Sure. That checks out.
It's
12.
15.
Oh.
Thank you for ones. That's good for you.
Is it for me?
I mean, with what I have plans.
Oh, okay. Plan.
Wait.
It's
So
the plan.
question, because apparently there's a shadow on this tree. Where is this thing actually occupying? Because right now it's the size of Tiamat.
It's a huge tree.
I mean, it's
So-
currently covering.
So the
About
roots,
7 squares.
The roots are down here. So this.
So is it
square,
like
this
here
square-
to here, here, and here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
how do you do the ping thing? Is it just a
Just click and hold.
Hold the click.
click and hold?
Oh.
Because I think it's in like these 6 or 9 squares right here.
Yeah, it's
I'll
it's
ping
wherever.
the center of it. I've
Right
pinged the center of it.
Okay.
It's right here, though. All right, I'm not gonna do my Monday stuff because I'll be sitting here for about 5 minutes pinging this thing. About as mature as it could be. Meanwhile, we got Dimitri lobbing shots at people from about a mile away. Don't worry, I'm gonna hit it. It's okay. I've got a plus 96 to hit. Just stay alive.
Oh,
I'll be
it
there.
actually- it shows my measurements on the stream. I did
does,
not know it did
yeah.
that.
Yep.
That's wild.
Oh,
It's because as the DM, I can see when you are measuring. Yeah. All right.
Outed.
There's a lot
Super
of
outed.
weird, odd sexual tension things that happen on this stream, and you know what? I'm okay with it.
I just like the fact that one of the guys' names is Tree's Totally Friendly Associate.
Oh, I mean, the audience can't see that, but yes, in the initiative.
Yeah. It's like,
he is
oh,
listed
there
as-
goes the surprise.
In the initiative, he is listed as Tree's Totally Friendly Associate, but either
You know,
way.
the thing is I think we can still talk our way out of this.
Oh. All right. This will be
Not
interesting.
gonna lie, it did kind of pass through my head, but I figured it wasn't gonna work out.
I honestly was
So-
thinking that. I was like, how can we just talk to this tree?
No.
Talk
Do I
to
take
the
a
tree.
meet? Do I just like ask
Oh,
Brian
you need
for
to
about?
summon your rose thorn thing.
Yeah, I do. About 3 turns ago. I'm way
It
too
would've been-
close
it would have
now.
been smart, but it would have triggered this combat about 3 turns ago. Dimitri, you are
So-
first.
are we talking to this tree?
That's not my choice.
Not a chance.
All right. I will.
You don't
Let's
get
see.
the impression that these are like terribly sentient creatures.
Okay.
Like their brains are being controlled by like
Fungus.
fungus.
By a tree?
So, well,
Nope, by a fungus.
like even the tree is infested with this fungus.
Exactly.
Oh.
Even the
okay.
tree's fungus is infested.
Like
with
even the
fungus.
tree is not operating in its own accord.
It's because it's standing up.
All right. So
Who does
now, as a, this is like as a new player question type thing.
Sure.
Because I have those type of questions.
Mhm.
What is the reach of the tree? Like, if I was
You would guess based off its size about 15 feet.
about 15.
Unless it like
feet.
launches projectiles at you somehow.
Okay.
Why would it
Oh,
do
wait a
that?
minute. I didn't even think
Yeah,
of that.
why would it do that?
It
Brian's
doesn't
like,
no.
"Oh,
It,
no."
it doesn't natively throw things. It just chucks the one person
Right.
that's on the branch.
It just has terrible acorn grenades that it peppers
Okay.
the terrain
Oh my
with.
goodness.
Well,
Now
I was
have
kind
to
of
come
asking.
up with a cool thing that trees can launch. All right, keep going.
Squirrels.
Squirrels, yeah. Like us, we're squirrels. Okay, so I will cast since this is my
Remember, general strength questions before he casts ensnaring strike again.
but
I didn't
like
say it.
I had prepared a shot because
You
I
did.
remember like
Yeah, I
I was
reviewed.
preparing a
It's
shot and preparing things. Would I be able to like react like after
Use it
seeing
as
the
a
tree
reaction.
and then shoot like his friend?
I will say yes, but you will use next round's reaction. So,
And I'd
like,
use
normally
next.
your reaction resets on your turn, but I
Okay.
will allow you to use your reaction in advance of this turn at the expense of using a reaction for the next turn.
So like reacting by casting and staring strike and then firing that prepared shot.
Yes.
That would be fine. Okay. So, and since it wouldn't be an extra attack and things of that nature for this prepared shot, it would just be a single attack, I believe.
Correct.
I will do the ensnaring strike, and
Okay.
then I will shoot at the tree's totally friendly associate,
Excellent.
and I will roll for that.
You don't know that he isn't.
I will
isn't.
shoot at the
He made a
animated.
face.
I will shoot at the dude that looks threatening towards Morty there.
That's safe. That's a safe assumption.
I feel like everyone doesn't like me. I mean, have you spent a night just in my room? That sounds weird. Wait, phrasing. Wait a minute. Have you slept and out about or around Morty? I sound like I'm dying about every single day of the
It's
week.
true. He does have bad sleep apnea.
It's like,
true.
are
It
you
scares me
alive?
so much.
The prepared shot only rolled an 11.
Could be
That
enough.
will miss.
Could be enough.
That will miss. Okay. So now into my normal attack round.
Okay.
My first shot of that one I will shoot at, in which I still have
If you have two
ensnaring
attacks?
strike. Correct.
Yes, until it
Since it
hits.
didn't hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will take my first attack on the associate that is angry at Morty. 17.
Oh, okay.
17 hits.
Okay. Rolling for the damage. 4 plus 4, so 8 damage.
Okay. I have a 14 on the strength save.
My spell save DC is 14.
So he saves.
Ah!
Do you want to take your second attack?
Yes, I will take my second attack and I'll actually do the 14.
14 still hits.
Ooh.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Dimitri?
I'm pretty content in my non-treacherous terrain area. Actually, what I will do is I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Or
To
help
provide
that's-
some separation between you and
Kiv. Yes.
in case it has a
Oh, so-
tonal or AoE ability.
Yes.
I want to
Okay.
be clear here. I've got about 70 feet plus of squares, and I just saw him move into the like around us. I just saw him move into screen.
Might want to zoom out there, Morty.
Yeah,
You might be,
I know.
you might be zoomed in a little too much.
Apparently,
Morty, it is your turn. There's
there's an angry
a
guy.
Goliath body rushing toward you.
With arrows sticking out of it.
I'm gonna look at Spit and say, I have a feeling that this is not natural, and that these people, this nature is being corrupted in a way. And then I look, and I feel like it pans over my shoulder, and you see like this angry thrashing about tree behind me, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I have
I
a
just look
feeling
at him
this
like,
isn't meant to be.
yeah, and you're like, that does make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, something's telling me that it's gotta go. And I'll make sure that we're gonna get through this. I hope. And like, Then I turn around, I open my book, and I kind of like get as small as possible. I'm like looking for my book, like, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Not being able to read any of the languages.
Oh
The language
no!
there, and I'm like, I hope this works. I hope this works. I hope this works. I close my eyes, and I cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And out of me, I open my eyes, my one eye. I go like this. I make sure I can look at everybody that's around me, everybody that is friendly towards me. And I designate them as friendly creatures towards me.
Sure.
And I cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And I think in this case, originally it was those rose vines and the bushes kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think now is a lot more. I think it's less flowers.
And more thorns.
And more thorns.
Okay.
Yeah. And like emulating my emotion. And the stream, it looks like it just went down. I don't know what that. I don't know if that matters to me.
I think that was just you.
Yeah, it's still
I'm
up
doing
for
a
me.
refresh. It's all good.
The refresh, it's all good. I just went dark, and
You were casting a spell so hard there,
I was casting
Morty.
a spell so hard that it caused things to break, and
Only for you, though.
only for me. And I'm going to. God, I don't want to get any closer to this dude. I'm gonna get closer to this dude. Yeah.
Are you gonna get between him and the tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'm just kidding. I was lying. It felt good. I don't
He's
know.
gonna throw
You
a
go
body
for it.
at you.
Do what you do. What you do. What
Do what you want to do. I mean, you know.
You do you the voodoo that you do.
Yeah, I think I would look at the Goliath next to me and just be like, "You're not. This is. You'll return to the ground." But like, I think I don't say I'd verbally say that, but like that's kind of like what I'm internalizing.
Sure. Yep. So you watch as these vines, these thorny briars erupt from the ground surrounding Morty, and they like leave a space for Spit. And that's what happens. Spirit Guardians deals damage at the beginning of their turn, right?
At the beginning of their turn, correct. Just
Sure.
to make a wisdom save.
And it's a 15-foot radius.
Wait,
Yes,
hold
sir.
on. Am I encased in thorns? Right
No,
now?
it's spiritual, but like it's inviting you in.
Got it.
It's designated as you as a friendly, like I guess
Right.
mechanically, but
So like, yeah, got it.
it's saying
so
that you are.
I'm not in a cocoon.
Yeah, you're not getting like you're mine now. No, it's more so. I think how I imagine it is more so like, oh, and like it goes right around. It's just
yeah, exactly. But like, if I were to move, I wouldn't be
Oh, you
like,
get out of it,
oh
it's
no.
No. You're fine.
oh, absolutely.
Anything else, Morty?
Oh no, that's it. I think I took
Okay.
enough time.
Spit, it is your turn.
All right, so I think I am going to move.
Sure. Spit, as you move through these thorns, they like move out of your way.
Yeah, they like
essentially.
separate,
So,
like part of the Red
separate
Sea
and, like,
situation. Yeah.
and then when you
Awesome.
like leave the square, they fill the square behind you.
Oh, that's super creep, but I like it in a friendly way because this other creep is not friendly at all. So 1, 2, 3. I'll get behind him.
Okay.
Nice.
I think I'll get behind him. While I was... Oh, wait, difficult terrain. So I have move speed of 30. Oh, so I'm still fine because I
Yep.
only moved 3 squares? Cool. All right. So I have pulled out my shiny short sword of pointiness +1
Okay.
and my rapier. And I could still... Do I get double attack because I regular move? No. One of my actions got beaten up by movement, right?
Nope. You get
Nope.
a movement phase, an action phase, and a bonus action phase.
Awesome. All right. So I will go ahead and first strike with my short sword +1. And because Morty is within 5 feet, I get my sneak attack bonus,
Mhm.
correct?
Yep.
Awesome. And I will go ahead and roll. Nope. Nope. That's a natural one there for the short sword.
Second
so I will go
attack.
ahead. Oh, I was supposed to roll with the other d20. All right. So for my second attack, I still get sneak attack bonus on it.
You get it once per turn. So because you haven't used it yet, yeah.
Yep. All right. And so this one would be, since it's my offhand, I would get just my dexterity modifier, but not proficiency, or the other way around. Okay.
Just your dex. And then you don't add your dex to damage.
Correct. All right. Rapier is okay. That die instead. So hopefully this hits. Nope, that's another natural one.
You want to? Can we use a Benny for that?
No, it's fine. I'm getting them out. It's fine. Unless you really think it's really important right now.
I caught him on the edge right here because we went through a month of not playing. That we probably need to start dealing some massive damage right now, or things are gonna get really.
I mean, you
ugly.
also like got Benny's last. Like you've gotten. You're
like
at,
2 months of Bennies just sitting right.
You're at 15 Bennies
right
now.
Gotcha.
I'm all in favor of you using one just to hit.
Yeah. All right.
Do it.
So I'm gonna just roll the d20 by itself instead of with everything else. That's what's going wrong. Holy mackerel.
Is it another one?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Did you roll 3 ones?
I did.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That's a 1 in 8,000 chance, isn't it?
That's awesome.
I mean, so is rolling a
unfortunate
12,
level.
a 14, and a 7, but...
Yeah. Why am I not what you guys are?
Do you need a different die over there?
I don't know.
Do you know
I've got an extra.
Can
I
just
send you
lay
dice?
out
Like,
here
oh my goodness.
how excited I am that you just rolled 3 consecutive ones in this battle, because it is delightful. Like, the rolls this week my players have had in all of the games I have run have been trash.
Awful.
And I love it.
You could have warned us about this and we could be like, oh yeah, let's go for next time.
You know, that's... I don't know what to tell you.
Can I burn another one, or am I only
Do it.
allowed one per?
Do it! Please! We need a hit from the rogue! Please, for the love of goodness.
My goodness.
Do it. You want me to bring you a new D20?
Holy fuck. Oh my god, no. It's okay. It's okay, because we all know the number that's right next to a 19 on a die is a 1, and it rolled from the 1 to the 19.
Perfect.
I'm really happy. So my hit is 22.
22 hits.
And now I get to roll the dice.
Let's go!
My goodness. All right, so I'm a mess right now. My goodness, just
3
shaking
ones.
for 3 ones.
That's
My goodness.
awesome.
All right, that's more ones, and that's fine. And then, so I rolled with 3d6. That's 12 plus 1, so 13 damage. That's not fantastic, but you know, it's a hit.
So as you look at it, you watch as you stab this thing, and you know, you could imagine maybe what it looks like when you stab a tree with a fork, and how that's not the most effective way to harm a tree. It looks like somehow this thing has some sort of resistance to piercing damage.
Yeah.
Magical piercing?
Piercing at all. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, we're not supposed to be here.
So that's that. At that point, the tree will go. He's gonna move 5 feet over.
The whole thing moves.
Wait, 5, 10. No, it's got to make a save first.
I mean, when he moves, he does. Yeah.
No, at the start of his turn.
Well, it wasn't within 15 feet when it moved.
Is he?
Before he moved. He is now, because he moved.
Oh,
I have
in between squares.
I have a 7 on my wisdom save.
Oh, thank goodness. What a goofball. That's 19 radiant damage.
19.
How do you, Mr. DM, do you want me to keep the damage for the turn, or do you want me to reroll on every single occasion?
It's up to you.
No, it's up to you, actually. Because I'll keep this 19 the entire time.
I just want to. That's fine.
Okay, I figured the first instance of damage is.
You have to remind me that it has to take damage, though. Otherwise, I will forget, and that will be your fault.
Like I will forget this. This thing's gonna wail on us. Hold on.
You bet it is.
So is it so right now? Just so clarity, because it looks like it didn't move too. I know it moved over.
Mhm.
Is it now this square to this square?
I am still pinging the center of the tree.
It's in between two squares right now.
I'm pinging
like
the
the
center
line-
of the central square.
Oh, it's this square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it moved. Okay.
Yeah. So it moves over, and it swings at Morty
No, please.
with two of its branches.
Please no.
I have a 12 and a 25 to hit.
You know, 25 misses, the 12 hits though.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 15 slashing damage, and I need you to make a.
I'm actually immune to slashing damage. I wished for it.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Against what?
A disease.
I know I can make. Oh no. 15.
Yep, you're okay. You also need to
And
make
then
a con save for the spell. Yeah.
I reroll that one. So it's 15 damage. I've got to roll.
You
DC
roll the
10. I'm
1,
gonna
2, and you get the reroll. There's so many.
Yeah, halflings are just better.
Yeah.
Objectively
They're
better.
real good.
They're objectively better at the whole lowing roll thing.
The only thing they don't
rolling
have
low.
is dark vision, and then they'd be just the best.
I rolled an 11, so we're good on the con check.
So after the two branches swing out at Morty, you watch as this root erupts from the ground next to Spit. It hits on a 25.
Wow!
And you are now grappled by this branch.
Okay.
So your speed is 0.
Yep. And
There are
it's-
other effects that it has because it's grappling you.
Yep.
But it doesn't impact your abilities at all at the moment. You can ungrapple yourself by using your action to escape the grapple, probably for you through an acrobatics check, but you could also do it through athletics.
Gotcha. Okay, I thought it was just a strength thing. So
No, you can use acrobatics to wiggle out.
Thank you. Yeah. I was ready for that to be game over for this -2 to strength kobold. So yeah.
After that tree grapples you, the gentleman you just hit with your sword turns to you and swings his mighty great axe. Does he?
So at this point, just to clarify, Spit has not been actually taking any damage. Is that correct?
Correct.
It's about to happen.
Yeah, he hasn't taken.
No. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna make sure.
He swings his great axe at you. I have a 12 and a 21 to hit.
The 21 hits, 12 does not.
You're gonna take 10 slashing damage.
But I see him, right?
You do, yeah.
So I will cut that in half.
I also need a wisdom save from the Mr. Man.
You do. 19.
Yeah, he passes. So 19 down to 9 damage.
Cool. And then that takes us back to Dimitri.
Just start killing things, please.
So.
I'm sorry. In the meantime, you watch as Kiv tosses a firebolt at the tree. And hits the tree.
Come on, 2d10. Let's go, 20 damage. Come on, 20 damage.
It takes some damage. Make a perception check, Morty.
Who? Oh,
Morty and Spit.
Yeah!
13. I got other things to worry about.
Sure.
19.
Spit, you see this firebolt hit the tree, and clearly, there's some kind of resin from the fungus that, flares up when this firebolt hits the tree. It looks like it might have taken some extra damage from it.
Yeah, I was contemplating doing my thing too, but then Morty got up nice, close, and personal. I'm like, I like being nice, close, and personal when my friends are nice, close, and personal.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dimitri, it's your turn.
It is my turn. Okay. Well, since the tree is so big, it's like hitting the broadside of a barn from this distance.
More or less.
And since both Spit and Morty are taking care of the tree's assistant,
Sure.
I'll attack the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually just roll for both of my attacks on it.
That's a good idea.
All right. First one is a 15.
15 hits.
And second one is a 20.
Also hits.
And then first damage is 7 damage plus 11 damage.
7 and then 11.
Yep. So
And this is with a bow.
Yep. Bow, which is piercing. Tears.
Okay.
Do I want to move any more?
I don't know.
I'll move a couple more paces over, but I'm
further out of Jake's frame.
Where I have no idea where you're at.
I presume he's zoomed out by now.
I'm actually only at 66% zoom, so I'm a good 50, 75 feet away from me. I cannot see anything beyond that.
Because I'm assuming like once it gets into that darker green area, that becomes difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of that stuff.
I mean, it's not for you because it's natural, right? Don't you have like that ranger
Don't try to
ability?
bait him. Don't bait him.
I'm gonna stay out of
Stop
that.
that. That's out of game. Stop baiting him in this.
Yeah, no, I already kind of figured that stepping into the dark green area where it's squishy would be a bad idea.
Okay.
I shout, or I just wave at the guys and be like, y'all got this, from afar, as I continue to just shoot my arrows.
Okay. Morty, it is your turn.
I'm gonna bonus action
Okay.
spiritual weapon.
Sure.
I do not have access to the tokens. I would like it kind of in between me and it.
Yeah, let me check the art library, the free stuff for.
And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take out my my little kit and go like, God, I'm hurting a little bit. Kind of staple myself, or whatever it may be. It looks like just so I can not die. That's the term.
Oh, like how in like Fortnite you just like inject.
Yeah, just like get after it.
All right, I have given you control of the black smudge.
the tire mark.
It says it's a floor hole. I don't see it.
No, I don't see it. It looks like a shadow
wood,
at best.
Yeah, if it were like a wooden floor, I could see that, like wood boards.
It's a scroll that's like.
I think we just found Peter Pan's shadow. I think that's all that happened.
Yeah. So I get back some hit dice. Or not hit dice. Or eats. And then okay. And then I'm gonna roll to a hit the with my my Need for Speed tire spin out mark. I'm gonna hit the tree.
The tree.
What's
your spiritual weapon look like?
So I think this one is actually the incarnation of a scythe.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Because things need to be reaped.
And sown.
Well, they've been sown, and now it's fine.
He's got it.
Let's not stress the metaphor here.
24 to hit for.
I don't know. I'm sure it could grow on us.
7 force damage.
Very nice.
It felt good. I'm just gonna say, all of it felt good.
Spit. It's your turn.
It is my turn. So
I think we broke Dimitri.
It's good.
We'll just leave the matter behind.
Me being this low in initiative just falls. But I will perform my
this low in initiative.
action.
You go before all of the enemies.
Yes, but after all of my friends,
well, that's true.
That creates an issue.
Well, we're waiting.
We're waiting.
The plan.
If I die and then you go before me, then that's a whole lot of being dead.
But the thing is if you die, And then I get to go before you, though. Is I get to heal you, you get back up, and you can die again.
It's true.
All right.
We are at
I like this
the
plan.
best
All right.
situation.
I like this plan.
You really want Morty going first here.
It's kind of true.
So I will use my acrobatics action to try to evade the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
So that is your action.
Yep, my entire action. Then I could move away, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, you'll provoke from moving away.
Oh gosh, darn it! They're still there.
Oh, you're
All
a rogue. You could bonus action
disengage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I do a 20.
Yeah, you break
30,
the grapple.
20.
You
30,
wriggle
20.
out.
Cool. And so I will use my bonus action to disengage. Do I want that? And then the only thing that I could do after that is move, correct? Yeah. Got it. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action disengage, and I will move 1, 2, 3 over here.
Okay.
I will instead. Can you click the center of the tree once again? It's this spot, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And did we discuss what the size was? A 2x3, 3x3, or
It's
that's
3 by
not
3.
known? 3x3.
Like that's the amount of space the tree itself takes up.
From a mechanics question, what is this spiritual weapon that Morty has conjured up?
Big scythe.
Is it effectively an ally?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Oh.
We gotta get to him.
It does not count as an ally, no. Morty counts as the ally.
But I will get there when we're done with this little bozo.
Right.
From about 76 feet away.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is move here.
Okay.
Power move. I'm gonna ask that same question. Are you sure you want to be the question that messed me up? Are you sure you want to be between the tree and that guy?
I guess I'm still a little confused as to what this scythe is. So the scythe it's like ephemeral.
It's not there.
Right?
Yeah, it's like a spectral weapon.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, then I will go and perform that action. Yeah. Okay. That's my movement. Three squares, right? Without any. Yep.
Question, right? I think it's past his turns point. I've always had a confusion with rogues. If you break somebody's action, or you break as a grapple, can you bonus action attack, or is that not?
My bonus action is dash, hide, or disengage.
So the only way you can use a bonus action to attack is if you
an offhand.
Well, if you have an offhand, you have to use the attack action to use a bonus action to attack.
Because I know it's true for monks, but like that kind of stuff. I just didn't know how that worked with rogues because I just had never been in a scenario
of break says otherwise, and it's the same way with like the Tavern Brawler feat, right? Like, you can only grapple if you've attacked that creature this round, right? So for like offhand attacks, you only get like to use an offhand attack if you use the attack action.
Makes sense.
Gotcha. I've had, even as a DM, I've always wondered that. I just wanted a little bit of clarity on that.
After Spit, Morty, you're the only one in range of this tree. So
what?
He's gonna make he made a save, so he'll take
sugar
some damage. What? 8?
And Jake has got to roll. I mean, no, I always re-roll after every turn.
Okay, that's
so every new instance. That's 14 down to 7.
Okay.
Angry radiant damage.
Okay.
As opposed to pleasant radiant damage. I guess that would be like sun tanning.
Sure.
I don't think I want to be in the same suntanning room as you, if that's what your idea of suntanning is.
He swings 2 big branches at you, Jake.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hits you with a 23.
Yeah.
But misses with the 10, I would assume.
I hope so.
So he hits you for 14 damage.
Should I have not?
Do I need to make another save?
You need to make another con save, yeah.
He's 18.
Okay.
And then concentration, I'm good. I got a 16.
And then the grasping root will erupt from the ground, and it like flails over your head and misses you.
It's because I'm so short. I'm 3'1". It didn't have a chance.
If it was a halfling fungally bladed tree, it would have had another opportunity. But I rolled a 1.
You know what?
Halflings are always better.
Next time I gotta cast reduce on me so it misses again, and then next time I just gotta get bigger and then it'll go between my legs.
Sure. Yeah. And then the Goliath will move to this square.
Save.
Sure. He also fails his save.
14.
So that'll be 14 damage.
It's a frowny face, radiant damage on him. It's actually, I think it's kind of remorseful. Like, I think, like, I don't know how I'm feeling about the tree, but like somebody being taken advantage of in terms of an undeath situation, I think I would be in the realm of like, oh.
And then Spit and Morty, I need you guys to make Constitution saves, because this Goliath like opens its mouth and goes, and
that was a pretty good tone. That was good.
Thanks.
The guy needs to like audition for things.
He lets out this like bellowing like tone, and you watch as these like spores erupt from its mouth. And I'll need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
That's a 16. That's a no for me, dog.
Okay.
DC 96.
Wait, DC what?
No, I was joking.
Oh,
don't listen to me. Do not listen.
That was a 19 on me.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are good. And that is his turn. Dimitri.
Wait, quick question about what was shot out. Was it a cloud? Are we currently still in it?
So like it was like a line effect, but it like has settled to the ground now.
Okay, so
it looks to be like a
projectile versus more of a lingering effect.
Yeah, it's not like a spore cloud right now. It's
it's fungus vomit.
Well, I just wanted to make sure, so I didn't need to start moving around and start, shimming my way around this guy.
Right? No, it's settled at this point.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Sorry. For
Dimitri.
All right.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kiv missed by a lot.
Dang.
Dimitri, go.
Benny.
Right. Benny, no. I am going to. Well, now that the Goliath has changed its position, I'm going to target the Goliath with my first shot, and I'm going to.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys that made your save, I need you to roll a d4.
Why? Trace.
Wait, say it again?
I need you to roll a d4 after you made the save against the spores.
I don't want to. 3.
So you guys managed to like cover up your mouths and noses before it like gets inhaled, but it does get in your eyes, and you'll be blinded for 3 rounds.
Good thing I don't need to see, because there's just problems going on. Wait, how does that impact my spiritual weapon? Does it do anything?
You get disadvantage on attack rolls because you still can't see the target.
I don't think you need to.
I think you do.
It's your campaign. You're right. You're right.
So you're blinded for 3 rounds.
Oh man.
Right.
Sorry, Dimitri, go ahead.
So my first attack is a 23.
A 23
for
will hit.
With 6 damage.
6.
Piercing.
Sure.
Is the Goliath still alive?
He is, yes.
All right. I'll use my second attack to also target the Goliath once more. 12 for hit.
12 will miss.
Should I Benny though?
No.
No?
Oh,
Do
wait,
you
because we
feel
might
like
be dead?
you want to?
Yeah.
I want to Benny
Brian, can
that.
we... Awesome,
Okay.
I love it.
Brian's like, yes, burn them all.
I'll up my donation count. I don't care.
I don't think the donation changes the number of bennies.
I'll make
It's just-
another one.
18.
I mean, it could, given the up going high enough, I suppose. I'm not above it. The 18 will hit, yeah.
Then 10 damage.
Gonna keep his batting average really high. 2 for 3 versus 5 for 6 is way different numbers.
It is still up, Dimitri. Morty.
So, I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I've been blinded, I would
Yes.
immediately, since I'm from the Plague Lands, I feel like losing your sight is a huge thing. I would like to take a turn, or what would be the precautions of removing blindness? I feel like this is more physical than it is magical, unless you say otherwise. Like taking a turn to wipe away, or going like, ee! Or like putting like my water bottle, go like ah, like what? I'll redo that action again. Ah, like
Yeah, I suppose it is physical. It is like a natural effect rather than a magical effect. I would say like a lesser restoration would still take care of it.
that's not happening.
Um,
Let's be clear here. That's
you
not happening.
can make a medicine check
No, that's
to
fine.
remove it early.
That's what I would like to do.
Okay, it'll be an
Um,
action, but
Oh yeah, I would assume so. Medicine. That's a dirty 20.
yeah, okay. So at the end of this round,
So on my
so
bonus
at the beginning of your
action.
next turn, you'll be
Yeah. So regardless, my
blinded.
bonus action's gonna be with disadvantage to attack with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Went from a crit to a 17.
17 hits.
That is 8 more not good damage for him.
Okay.
How? I can't see. I never mind. I was gonna. How is he looking? But I can't
Yeah,
tell. So it doesn't
you're
really
blind.
matter.
After Morty is spit.
Right. So blindness, in a quick check online, is I roll disadvantage on attack rolls
And things are advantaged against you.
against me. Yep, exactly. But I can still move and perform
Yeah,
actions
so you have
as
all
normal.
the same action economy. The only
Got it.
limitations are like you attack with disadvantage, you roll perception checks that rely on vision with disadvantage, and things attack you at advantage.
Yep, gotcha. So, what if I were to cast Firebolt, which that still requires a roll, correct?
It still
That's a
requires an
ranged
attack
magic
roll.
roll? Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So that would still be at disadvantage. If
Okay.
you cast a spell that had a save rather than an attack roll,
Gotcha,
it wouldn't have an effect. Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, the spell would have the effect. The blindness would be irrelevant.
Right. Got it. Okay. I feel like we need to get rid of this one guy. All right. I'm gonna get up in the business again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, right next to Morty.
Mhm.
And then, because Morty's next to him, my supposed advantage. Oh no! Wait.
You're rolling
no.
flat.
Sneak attack goes away because I have disadvantage.
Yeah,
Correct.
Right.
yeah.
You are not
Oh,
advantaged
not
on
worth it.
attack rolls for being within 5 feet. Is just another trigger that would give you sneak attack if you didn't have disadvantage on this roll.
Got it. Okay. Then in that case, that's not a smart idea. So I was there. I will move away.
Okay.
And I will cast Firebolt at the totally friendly associate at disadvantage.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Oh, No, I'm not great right now. My lower roll is a natural one.
All right. After spit is the tree. The tree
needs to make a save.
I have a.
Come on, please die! Please die! Please
I have
die!
a 6 on the tree save.
13. So it's been going down, which is less than exciting.
Okay. And then he will take 2 attacks at Morty.
No,
I
less
have a
good.
10 and a 16.
Both will actually miss.
And then it will try to grab you with its root. And that's a
cheating.
25.
I cast double shield.
So you are grappled. Congratulations.
Well, it's in this room with me. I'm not in this room with it.
This is like a Harrison Ford Air Force One scenario.
It's not my problem.
He's
its
not
problem.
trapped on a plane with villains. The villains are trapped on a plane with him.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent. And then the Goliath fails his save also.
Oh, that's 13. Thank you.
And he, you watch as like the fungus within him kind of like sloughs, and all of his like ligature and like alertness kind of just like crumbles to the ground, and starts to almost dissolve a little bit as this like resin of this fungus like dissolves him. So he is dead.
Yeah,
wait,
he kamikaze.
Just question.
Mm-hmm.
So the fungus dies. Is there anything left of this guy?
No, I mean there's like a
Bits.
weapon. There's like small bits.
Is there
but,
anything
like,
remaining
the
of
fungus
him?
has consumed him. No, not really.
Okay. Noted.
Can't reanimate him. He was already reanimated.
I feel like I feel like you say that from like 75 feet away, and I just look at you like
It's just like,
the face
like-
back would be like,
it's just like, don't tell me what I can't do.
You are
that's-
not my
you know what?
character.
He picks up the pieces.
I look back at you like,
You know what, Jake? If that's something you're interested in and you want to spend the resources, like there is a small amount of him left that could be used for like a raise dead spell or something like that.
I'm not. Oh, okay. Would it be in? Oh no. Oh.
What?
Am I?
Yeah.
You guys are all super still, and I thought my internet went out. You guys did it again to me. You guys are all
we
like,
all were nervous.
and I was like, oh, everything's starting to lag, and then just like, you guys started to be like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh. I don't think raised dead scroll or not scroll, raised dead spell would be in the just background.
Sure.
You know that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. After
The tree's totally
Kiv,
friendly, so
Kiv,
is yours.
just like Kiv. Lob some
Firebolt.
firebolts. Oh, she
Firebolt.
crit with a firebolt.
Yeah.
She's gonna end the fight again? No.
Jeez. Okay.
Can we just end? Can we have her just ending fight every single time with Kiv just firebolting? Like
No.
capstone fights. Just if
they-
she crits, the fight's over.
Kiv, he only has so many spell slots.
Well, these are
Firebolt's a
cantrips.
cantrip.
So,
Yeah.
you guys
Firebolt's a
watch as like no one misses it this time. Like, Kiv launches his firebolt.
Meanwhile,
at the
I'm
tree,
like, what's
and
happening?
the whole thing like flares up in a big like burst of like flash paper. After Kiv is Dimitri.
Wait, hold up. Do I see it or no? Am I like, what's that going
You
on?
feel? Have you ever been to like
Campfire.
like a stunt show with like a lot of explosions? You get that strange like heat sensation, and like, whoo! Yeah, that's what you.
So Morty has now lost his hair because
Possibly.
It's
he's
just
so close.
no. It's the side of my hair.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
because
an
he's looking
eyebrow
back
is
right
missing.
now. Oh no, just the back of your head.
Somehow one eyebrow is missing. All right. So I'm gonna concoct some fire arrows real quick, and do all that.
False.
All right.
Is that something you could have done? Yeah, I was gonna what?
False.
Not currently. I mean, he could work on that for later, but not.
I happen to have a flask of oil, some cloth, and some arrows, so I'm gonna wrap one together, dip it in.
If you would like to take a round to quickly create oily fire arrows, I will allow those arrows to ignore the resistance that the tree has due to its resistance to piercing damage.
Right. Well, I don't happen to have any oil or
cloth
on me. So.
I like the idea. I like the go-getter attitude where you almost bluff Brian into just doing it. You should be like, yeah.
No, because he would have found out and he would have had his revenge.
I just would have taken a Benny from you, that's all.
My inventory is literally in the spreadsheet that shows all.
Actually, if you want to use a Benny, you can go ahead and take the round to make fire arrows.
No.
I'm just
a batting
gonna
average
shoot.
that I gotta maintain here. We're 5 for 6. I said 20 for 26.
I'm just giving you options, guys.
I'm just gonna shoot 2 arrows at the tree,
and then be sad at the results.
You're John Wick this tree.
So. On damage dice, do I get to re-roll ones, or it's only on
just
20s?
No.
All right, so a.
Tree's full of life.
I saw that too.
Is Twitch chat getting froggy?
It's ass. Good.
All right, so 21 and 22.
Both hit.
All right, total damage is...
Oh, I thought those were your damages.
Oh, no, what? I wish. Whatever 5 plus 12 is, so 17 damage.
Good job, you got it.
Get it.
Cool.
And just for chat, that's 9 shots, not 7 shots.
What?
Not
7 for 9?
I am 8 for 9 right now.
8 for 9. I'm a liar.
There you go.
Morty full of lies.
Morty,
I'm the one. I'm the one full of lies. So now I can see again. Yep. Unfortunately, I guess. I'm hurting a lot. I'm gonna use a spell slot. I'm gonna still always say that. I'm gonna use cast a spell.
Sure.
Cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Woo! That's max.
The tree has Mage Slayer and attacks you.
I have Mage Slayer. I've got double Sentinel.
Mage Slayer.
I've got the Slayers of Mages.
I've got Reflect up right now.
Am I in it, or is that too close, or am I one away? That was here. And I actually can only move 5 feet. Never mind, I can only move 5 feet. Just
Your
kidding.
move distance is 10?
Because I have a 25 foot and we're in... Wait, do I math?
No, you can move 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is adjacent to the tree. You can.
So does that mean is my thing one too close then?
It's fine. I'm not super...
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's important for the guy that's now apparently 2 turns away from me. I'm gonna bonus action go shing, shing. I'm gonna pretend like I'm carrying the scythe and go shing, shing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna look really cool. It looks really cool in the post production.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crit! Let's go, boys!
Yeah!
1s to 20s.
I want those.
And how much damage did you do with your crit?
11, 14 force damage. That's pretty dang good. That's above average.
Okay. After Morty is Spit.
It's me. I will just cast firebolt or ray of fire or whatever it is.
You have to tell me. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, it's firebolt.
Okay.
And that's still a disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, that's better. Oh, what do I add to it?
Your intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Got it. 14.
Boom!
14 is the fungal blighted trees armor class. You do hit it.
Yeah! 2d10.
plus 20.
What?
No, you don't. You don't add anything.
All right. So that is a 17.
Okay.
25.
37 damage. Times 2, 64 damage.
It's still up.
It's a tree. Of course it's up. That sounds silly. Is it peeling? What's happening?
You know what? It's not. So here's what happens because it has one hit point.
Oh no,
left,
it's gonna fall on you.
It has one hit point left, and I don't want to deal with that because I feel like this makes more sense. You launch this firebolt at this blighted tree.
Yeah.
And you manage to hit like a resin deposit inside the tree. And you watch as like you see like a soft glow in the tree, Morty, like build up. And then it explodes into spores. And I need everyone within 35 feet. So just Morty to make Constitution saving throw as the tree
I feel it's like it's gonna blow, and he's at 35 feet. I'm like, oh, it's just me.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what's happening?
16.
And I'm just.
What'd you get?
16.
The DC was 18 on this one.
I'm gonna die.
You.
You'll just get infected with
You'll get
fungus.
You have a disease.
I use lesser restoration just to get rid of it.
Just right now? You don't want to try to make a save later?
No, F that.
Okay.
I mean, Brian, I'm not gonna lie. No. I'm just gonna lesser restoration that out because
that makes sense too, because you're like, get it off me, because of the whole religion thing.
I'm gonna buff that one out. I think. Because I got things to do.
Okay.
I don't need to get this weird mutation that gives me a third arm. Even though it'd be super cool, I'm not gonna let that play out.
Right.
Considering the fact that I think I don't need to explain myself, but rationale wise is like I just saw a dude who just exploded in spores.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a tree that shouldn't be exploding in spores explode as a bomb in the radius of 30 feet.
Yeah.
I don't need to deal with that.
All right, so we're done with battle right now.
We are, and that is where we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in 10 minutes to have the second half of this week's episode of In the Red. So we'll see you guys in a bit. And we are back for more in the red. So our party just defeated a fungal bladed tree and a fungal slave, and are now standing on a pile of loose earth. There's like grass over like soft dirt.
So
Tree exploded.
I don't remember if there was maybe like 2 other people that we dealt with. I know there was some adjustments made on the fly, but I definitely believe I know because Kiv is not fully here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. There was like 3 people that were like around.
Yeah, there were 3 of the lumberjack contingent. 2 of the bodies are still here.
So I think that I would do is be like, I'd look at Spit and go, I think this is a time to repossess things for purposing that maybe is best for ourselves, as I would like to perform a rite for not only the tree, but make a point, not only the tree, but the 3 individuals that belonged with it.
So I hear Morty. I'm rubbing my eyes and go, "What? We're possessing things?" Oh wait,
repossession.
I'm blind. I'm not deaf. What am I thinking?
It's repo.
Quick question. Actually, 2 quick questions. The first one is, how many arrows do I get back?
Does it matter?
Yes.
No, not anymore. It doesn't.
Roll a d10.
Roll a d10. Where's a d10?
Yeah. Oh, roll a 10. Roll a 10. Oh wait,
On,
no. That'll be
Benny.
Benny.
7.
9.
That's a good number.
You find 7 arrows.
Yeah.
All right.
Dang.
Second question.
There's not a lot of resistance in like the things you
The
shot
ground,
because it's all infested with fungal spores.
Yeah.
All right. So, second question is, before this repossessing thing happens, am I able to collect any of this resin or, explodey stuff from the
Funny you
trees?
should ask. Make an investigation check.
I
Investigation.
did plan on doing that as well. So maybe could I give him guidance?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What-
because I'm not at a D4. I planned on figuring out, because I know this was a major anomaly. It was like this is not
You
supposed to
want
be
to know?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want some for arrows.
Okay.
Mass murder down there. If you're there where are you? Diagonal.
Diagonally.
That
diagonally.
guy. This
other
guy.
diagonal. You're
Murderer.
Yeah, other diagonal.
Murderer.
Okay.
You just signaled me as a murderer.
10?
10. That's with guidance?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on the guidance and a 4 on the roll. And I only have a plus
that's not
5.
great.
Wait, no, 1 on the guy. Wait, we said 1 on the roll. You gotta re-roll that. Come on.
No, it's a 1 on
No,
the...
it
That
was
was a
on
1
the,
on the
There's a
detail.
1 and a d10 and a 4.
Just don't tell him.
I mean, you could find some if you want. You know what you need to do to find it at this point, though. You've already failed
Jump
the
into
roll,
the-
but
Dead body of.
you can always find some more. You just gotta tell me those magic words.
Brian, can we please grab some more without using a penny?
No.
Ah, shit.
Ah,
I don't know. I might be in the realm of saying this is worth a Benny simply for story purposes, like grabbing it and, like, if anything, we bring it back to our wonderful Roscoe. And if he goes, yeah, let me study this, I'll be like, I don't know about this, Chief. This is the same kind of thing where like it just explodes in the town. Never mind. I'm not gonna give Brian any ideas. Never mind.
Yeah, no, that literally actually was
Never mind.
legitimately what I was
We
worried
do not
about.
want to grab
Yeah.
any of this. We are gonna self-isolate.
I was
This is bubble-
legitimately worried.
light it on
I
fire.
am ready to cast fireball.
Just
Yeah.
a moment. I believe I was talking to Dimitri. Dimitri, would you like to spend a Benny to recover some of these fungal spores?
not the spore. I don't want the spores. I want the resin. Then
The resin? Sure, yeah.
I want the resin.
Oh, I want spores.
You can have the spores. I want the resin to
You
do
can
like
find both.
explodey arrows.
It just costs 1 little itty bitty penny.
What's our Patreon? What's the Patreon account called?
Slash initiative Coffee
Init
Co.
Coffee
You
Co.
have
Init Coffee Co.
you have 15 currently after the ones you've used.
Oh really? Oh, we're swimming in it.
I'm sorry, you have 14 after the ones you've used.
I heard you said 15 though.
I was mistaken.
That's
Sometimes.
fair.
So
Sometimes
this I feel like this would be like a useful element since we've seen what the resin does.
Go.
All right, I'll use a Benny.
Okay. You kind of like dig around, like kind of sift through the dirt where this tree exploded. And you like see a little bit of resin and you like move the dirt aside and you see a little more resin and you move the dirt aside and you realize the reason this ground is so soft is because under this whole difficult terrain area is just like a mass of like fungal growth and this like highly flammable resin.
I am so glad I didn't dig during this battle. Okay.
Cool. I would
There
like
is
to...
plenty of fungal growth and plenty of resin if you would like
Please.
to harvest either of them.
Does it look like they got a time frame? Or expiration date? Like does some look like better than like you go like a little
Or
under
do we
and it's
know, or can we sense how long this has been here?
I guess somebody could give me a nature check.
Nope. I can give somebody, if it's okay, I can give them guidance.
I'll nature check. So it's nature. That's wisdom.
Int.
It's int. So
We don't have any smart people in this group.
Okay. So it's a d20 plus 2.
Or
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh wait, I get to re-roll that.
Yes!
Woo!
Woo! Let's go!
It is a lot. Oh, this is scary.
17.
So sure. So you notice a couple of things. One, like you're kind of like sorting through these spores, and the first thing that it occurs to you is like these are not entirely natural. Like there is some sort of like magical impact on these spores that is altering them from like a natural state, making them like extra virulent, making them highly dangerous, those types of things. And it doesn't appear to be like druidic magic, at least not any like druidic magic you've encountered in the past. Aside from that, it looks like this area, you take some time to like scope out the perimeter of it and like take samples from kind of all around. And it looks like this was, I mean, this region was intentional, right? There are clear borders here. It's not just like a wild spread. In addition, it looks to be a month or two old, if not older. Possibly as old as 6 months. You're not really sure because you don't know like what the magical effect is on the fungus that you're seeing. But based off your knowledge of like fungal spores, kind of when they're naturally occurring, it's between like probably 2 and 6 months old.
Okay, so it seems like that this creation of this resin was done by, it was intentionally done in the area. Okay. I would like to collect some of this resin. Do I have a bottle, or like is it like a viscous liquid? Is it a solid? Like what's like...
It's like a thick sap.
Like a thick sap, okay. Was there anything back at camp? I could have taken like a jar of it.
I mean,
Just grab a really, really big shovel-like piece of wood and pick it up and put it in that.
Well, I guess like what I will say is like, you have healing potions and possibly someone needs to use one. No?
Do not do that. That's a bait.
Yeah, I know. I figured that.
Oh.
How big is my...
Hold on, what do I have?
Can I pour out my water skin?
Yeah, if you want.
If he's adamant about it, here's my water skin. I go like, and I go back to Jeffrey, pour water into his mouth because he's the coolest guy ever. Because Jeffrey's around here somewhere.
No, you put Jeffrey in the stables to keep
He was
him
in the
safe.
camp. Yep.
Oh, it's the oxen that are here.
The oxen. No, you haven't brought anything with you into the forest.
Yeah, no,
You left.
You got
Jeffrey
that
with
past
the
me.
oxen.
I'm not okay with either of those things.
You left
Either way.
Jeffrey with the oxen in the stable.
I like hand water to everybody. I'm like, all right, we're done, and then like, I guess I like prestidigitation. I can't speak English apparently. And like get the water out of it, so it doesn't have like it's just the metal canteen or whatever it is or skin. No longer it's absent of moisture. And hand it to Dimitri and go, please don't give this back to me or put like a spores thing on it or I don't know, like don't give me this back.
I will give you my water skin because I think I have one. It's in the regular pack. I'll give you my water skin and then I'll take your emptied water skin and fill it up with this resin.
Okay.
I do have a quick question.
Yep.
Am I getting feelings that this needs to be eliminated?
Oh, absolutely. This is 100% going to contaminate other people if they walk through here.
Are we sitting on a natural gas kind of situation where like we need to leave the area and then like kind of open a pocket of air and it's like like kind of situation, or is it like will it burn and just continuous burn?
You get the idea.
I guess we don't know.
Like, I mean, you've seen it operate enough
on
that,
the
like,
tree. Yeah.
You get the idea that burning it is probably the most surefire way to deal with it. There does appear to be enough of a clearing here with enough of a border against the tree line that like you probably wouldn't start the whole forest on fire.
Right.
There would be a check involved with a small DC to verify that, but by and large, failing. I mean, if you roll like some of you have been rolling, maybe it will be bad, but it wouldn't be a very challenging skill check.
Before we go, I would like to take one of my open vials and would like to take some of the fungus and scrape it in.
Sure.
And like about as hard of like a beer bottle kind of thing without actually making it explode from the other side. Like cork it and say to the rest of the group, shh, I'm fine leaving this here. I feel like this is important, but I'm worried to get rid of. I think that we can give this to our wonderful Roscoe and he can give us some insight.
Sure.
Unless you think Roscoe's irresponsible. And like I think I point that one at Spit, like, unless you think Roscoe's irresponsible.
And I look back behind me and both shoulders and I go,
And then I say, unless you think Roscoe's irresponsible, and then I point my question over to Dimitri.
So I don't think Roscoe would be that irresponsible, especially after we described to him what we saw it do.
Is it moving inside the glass?
Yeah, he needs to wear a mask.
It's not moving or growing inside. No, like it clearly like it's not fast moving enough to like be noticeably moving inside. Like there is clearly a growth component to this, but
I mean we've seen it explode. That's why I'm kind of going
when it was lit on fire, like
no,
pressure.
I saw a person explode spores.
So make a medicine check for me.
23.
Sure. So it's pretty clear that the way these spores work is like they are stationary until they infect someone, and then the person they infect are what moves the disease around.
So
right?
I make the assumption that it's now like contained, and that unless somebody were to
unless someone handles these spores poorly, they will remain contained. It's possible that somebody could like drop the vial and they hit the air and aerosolize a little bit before they settle, and that would
then you slide it on fire.
Be a potential
light the town of Winds Hollow on fire at that point. Yeah, just blow it up.
But these act like, in terms of like a vector of disease, like the disease is stationary. It's people that move it around.
Yeah, I think if if Spit's going like, yeah, Roscoe's fine. I don't even know if I'd give it to Roscoe, but I'm just gonna have it because so I can just upset people.
Okay.
So do we?
And then I go blow it up.
So we're gonna blow it up.
One, I mean, we were told that at least I was in the. I feel it should get removed. I know in the last session that there was a moment of like, this is not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
This was against the natural order, and that to me is an abomination.
And you get the idea at this point, based off the checks you all have rolled, that the reason this is like abominable is because of this like strange magical influence on these spores, right? Like it's accelerated the virulence, and it becomes like an unstable. Like nature is typically a very stable thing, and this throws off the stability quite a bit.
Yeah.
So what is the range on either the fireball or the firebolt?
Oh, I was just gonna go and like surgically
it's
firebolt
120.
around. It's 120, but yeah,
It's
you're gonna walk
120?
around and just, sizzle it.
Oh, like a
On
flamethrower
fire.
kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those are words.
that's fine. So Spit, if you're gonna do it, go ahead and give me an Arcana check to kind of control all of this fire and not.
Oh, there's one
Cause
last
a
question I
terrible
actually did
eruption.
have.
Hmm.
There was a lot of dead wood in this area. Is that also pretty consistent in the fact that we have like, you're mentioning, hey, there's a lot of dead wood. Like I should zoom out.
It's
from
probably
66%.
infected with fungus.
Well, we
I
don't
mean,
know.
You can inspect it.
I think that is something worth expecting.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, my hands had glowed, but
You're
I
like,
unglow them.
maybe I should blow up more.
Yeah.
What do I need to check? Can I do a medicine check
It'd be
to
a
see?
nature check, probably.
Can I give myself guidance?
No.
Wait, isn't Dimitri the better naturer?
Am I allowed to dismiss this check off to Dimitri?
Yeah, if you want.
Dimitri, I am worried. I am not as good as you are. I think you're the coolest guy ever, and you should continue doing
He
you.
spent a lot of time in the woods, so he'd know.
I'm just not as good as you are. I think you're like the better of the two halflings here. I think you're the cooler of the two of us.
He's
and
the
I think
better half.
You're the better half.
All right.
And then I
Love
say
to
like
see.
Ling, and
Right,
I'll be
will-
like, you should do it.
I'll take a look around.
Do you want to guide him or no?
I feel like I've
Yeah.
pushed my luck.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hey, I get to re-roll that. I'm telling you. I'm
That
telling
one
you.
is powerful.
Oh no.
11.
Sure. You kind of look at the tree, and they seem like everything within this like dark circle seems to be infected, and
Yeah.
anything that's like fallen wood in the trees seems to be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Is it blow up time?
Yeah, I need an Arcana check from you.
All right. Can anyone
give him
help me with
guidance?
that? Oh yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
I think I can do at least have one.
Yeah, you have enough preparation that you can guide this probably.
I can assist.
Okay.
And both
Come
of those
on.
happen? Oh, okay.
Don't
Yeah,
roll the
so
one.
advantage
Don't roll
and
the one.
plus 1d4.
I need to not roll 2 ones. So -1. 15.
Yeah, so it takes you about just to be thorough, it takes about an hour for you to like clear this
move
whole
around.
area.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you definitely managed to clear the clearing here of this like fungal infestation.
Dope.
And when it burns and stuff like that, it's like a low burn, right? Like it's not like exploding everywhere and stuff like that.
So it's not. It's very like I said, it's very like flash paper-esque. So like
Gotcha.
it burns very bright and very quickly, which like reduces the chance of like something else catching, because it burns so fast that like there's not enough sustained heat on anything that you're not trying to destroy
Gotcha.
to like cause that fire to spread.
Cool.
It's really nice that it's not. We're not
Like,
being firefighters.
The first firebolt you shoot out, like you watch as like these like lightning patterns like rush through this field as it finds like the resin deposits, and then you take the rest of the hour to like double down and make sure.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good job.
What would you guys like to do?
I would like to say a brief word.
Plan.
I really appreciate the two of you expelling of this area, of this thing, this abomination. But I think it's important to remember those that have passed in this. This is my first time, so maybe we don't need to make a ceremony of it all the time, but I think it's important that we've done this. I think it's important to remember those that were lost. The Goliath, to me, was a very strong and formidable person. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to say about it. You don't need to, or you can say something that you think this person might be about, but I think it'd be important to remember them.
I nod slowly, and then like I perk up and my cheek fins kind of go, and I go, I'll get some rocks, and I kind of scurry off and grab some rocks in the forest here, because that's all that I know about this area and what happens when people die.
Mm-hmm.
And I come back with rocks.
No
You
rocks.
found some rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stand back and I give a stoic nod and like say my internal gratitude for these people and for and my apologies for what has happened to them.
Cool.
I look at both of you. I say thank you very much. I appreciate it. It felt right. I hope this doesn't impede on us too much.
Kiv also tries to participate in meaningful ways.
We'll ask him what he said at the end tomorrow or the next session.
The next session.
Saying what did you say? What?
Yeah.
Yes, Kiv is also friendly and participatory.
Okay.
So you have cleared up this area of blighted fungus. Eliminated the blight-infested tree and the blight-stricken creatures that were infested from the tree.
I really hope we don't show up and there's like the actual lumberjacks are there. Like, oh no, you just like say somebody else, and they're just like, oh, we're on vacation. Like, how unfortunate would that? You stole our oxen too. It's like,
no, they're right there. They're right there.
They're over there.
How dare you leave these oxen abandoned in a barn for months?
It's been 36 hours.
So what do you guys want to do now? You've found the lumberjacks.
We didn't find anything on their bodies. The
one body is gone.
I guess we kind of glanced over it, but I assume when we repoed their bodies, like.
Oh sure. So you found a great axe,
right?
And you found, the other two had, like, wood felling axes as well. That for purposes of, your purposes would count as battle axes.
Cool.
They had kind of like leather armor on, but not like even full sets of leather armor. It was more like almost protective gear, rather than like battle ready armor. But other than that, they've kind of like.
Was there any letters or messages on them?
Not. It's tough to know. There aren't currently. Anything that like would have been on them would probably have gotten like dampened from this infestation and like kind of decayed over the last month or two.
Can we formally declare that we found the lumberjack crew? because I know there was a Goliath. There was a where was the passage?
It was a kobold and a half elf.
Yeah. It was 1.5 kobolds.
That is the racial makeup of this group.
Yeah, it was Goliath,
like,
1/2 half elf, and 1.5 kobolds.
It matches the makeup of the lumberjack camp.
Is there anything here? Otherwise, I guess I know this is rather immediate, but sometimes when this happens when we're playing video games, is when you defeat an area that there's like does something else happen in the sky? Like it's no longer downtrot. It's now like bright in the sky. Is there any of that? It's just still crappy out.
No, it's still like you're still in kind of a gloomy forest.
Unfortunately, crap. We're still in Mulmaster.
So, looking at the forest and analyzing the area, do we see like a potential for returning, say, workers to this area to start harvesting more wood?
I mean, you could, right? It's
another business endeavor.
You get the idea that you haven't rooted out the cause of this blight. Yeah. So, like, sending more workers to this area, like, it's definitely something you could do, but there's no guarantee that beyond a month or two, the same thing wouldn't happen, right? Like, you
can place bombs.
What's that?
Timed bombs. It's called delayed fireballs. But I think we need 11th level versions of that, so you know. So it's no longer 30 seconds. Seem to be a
reasonable solution right now, but yeah, you get the feeling that like people could come here and use the camp, but frankly, it probably would lead to a very similar situation that you have just dealt with.
I mean, we got to farm somehow. I mean, you know, people are Wait a minute. We can't yellow tape this thing off.
I was just about to say, I was like, what do I have that could be like police tape?
We can't yellow tape this thing off.
Like this particular location seems to be dealt with.
Can I make?
Meaning there could be blight elsewhere.
Can I make a stretch here for a 5% chance of things happening?
What?
Can I ask? I would like to ask the lady.
Okay.
With a 5% chance of happening. Or
are you asking if you can use your 6th level divine intervention ability?
But at a lesser level.
Is that a 6th level ability?
I think it is.
Oh.
I mean, I only have a 1 in 20 chance of it happening.
Well, I've been getting 1 out of 20 situations a whole lot this time.
Same here. Not. Divine intervention is a 10th level ability.
Gross.
Is it? I thought it was way earlier.
Which would have been relevant had it been a 6th level ability because you are all now level 6. Congratulations.
I get the things now! Da-da-da! Well, either way, I was gonna ask, could I...
Thank you.
I would like to... I don't know. I think the thing I would love to do, if you want... It in the form of divine intervention, it's not going to be, is someone to reach out, like, is this... I would be asking the question, while, like, almost doing the rights for these people. Like, I want to protect this area. And... she's going to quickly realize that I want to protect a lot of areas, but is to be the idea of, like, have we done something good where we can depend on this location being okay?
Sure. So I don't know that that requires divine intervention. I feel like you could make a check based off, like, an augury spell or something like that that would be...
Isn't augury 5th level as well?
No, it's 2nd level, isn't it? The augury spell?
I don't have it prepared. I'd have to use a ritual, and even then, I do not have it prepared. Full disclosure.
Yeah, so you would probably have to prep it.
That sucks. I mean, it'd probably tell me wheel and woe, And it's like, is it okay? Wheel and woe. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
and it's
so
like,
I would say like you would be able to make a religion check to like get better information than just wheel or woe.
I think because that's where I'd want to start is more so along the lines of like, I don't want to say necessarily like getting affirmation, but like, can we say that this is the beginning of something different? Like, have we made a difference?
Sure. Give me a religion check.
Come on, one. Come on, one. 17.
You look in the ashes that you guys have created, and you manage to notice like almost like almost like writing. Like you glance at it quickly, and like for a minute you think you see a message, and then you glance at it again, and it's gone, and it's just ash. But you look at it, you look down, and it says like, "You've done well, but more needs to be done."
I guess with that being said, I thankfully say to both Spit and Dimitri, I appreciate everything that you've done, and we are going to make a difference in this place, in Bell, and everywhere else. But we only can do that when we start small, and we will go from there. And thank you. And
I laugh because in Spit's mind he goes, "But we're already small.
we're already so small. How much smaller can we get?"
So, with this area, I know we kind of know the area is not safe. Am I able to do a nature check to see if I can see like any lines of fungus or trails of fungus going off of the area that we just kind of
you could make like a survival check.
Yeah, I'd like to, because
I don't want to give the impression that it is an unsafe location currently. It's just not. You haven't like bolstered its security in any way, right? So like you could use this place to camp relatively safely. You get the idea, but like it's not going to stop things from like coming back here at this point.
Right. I just want to see if there's like trails of this fungus or anything kind of going off from our location.
That's a big.
11.
Yeah, you spot some of this like similar corruption kind of like you do like a 90-degree fan to the south, and you spot it in kind of quite a few places. It doesn't seem like a direct trail here. It's kind of like spreading as people have like tromped through the forest. This isn't a particularly populated forest, so it's not spreading super quickly, just because there's not a lot of people to move these spores around. But you do notice like it's kind of in quite a few places, but generally to the south.
Generally to the south. So it's up to a point in the map where, like, from where we are, it's like as it goes further in deeper into the forest, that's whenever it start to get more hazardous for things. So at the edge area where we saw the camp and the encampment, that's more of a safer area.
Yes.
Okay.
It's least concentrated at the camp that far north. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good to know, because that could be vital information for us. At least information to pass on to the town as well. So now a question about us leveling up.
Yes.
Am I able to exchange spells?
As a ranger?
Yes.
I know I can as a arcane trickster, but I probably won't.
Well,
I know the answer. The short answer is yes. The long answer for you is I don't know how many.
Because if I can swap
additionally,
one,
when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the ranger spells you know and replace it with another one from the ranger spell list.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, but I'll figure that out afterwards. I just wanted to know.
Okay.
Which one are you getting rid of?
Well, it's either Fog Cloud or Pass Without Trace. So
Fog.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an obvious one there, but I'm just gonna say there.
Tell us how you really feel, Morty.
I think undead are bad. Oh, wait a minute. So wait a minute. What's the terrain to the south? Is it more tropical?
More forest.
More forest.
It's warmer though.
I mean, it's still pretty cold. Like the whole region is pretty cold. You're kind of in a like.
It's like Canada cold.
Yeah,
Oh,
more or less.
no one likes Canada.
You're in like kind of a northern climate here. It gets somewhat warmer the further south you go, but not like substantially so. There's not like permafrost here. If you went more into like Rainwall to the northwest, there's like areas that are always covered in snow. That's not the case here, but it is like chilly because it's like the autumn.
So, I guess I'm just trying to. So, say the spores seem to be hitting south. I feel like I had something when I forgot it. Unfortunately, I'm upset now. It was.
Oh no!
Don't worry, I'll annoy Brian halfway through the week anyway. So.
Hey, I'm just
Anyway.
reading stuff about like.
Level 6. Yeah, we could do that later.
No, so like.
Anyway, we're getting these wood pieces, right? Like that's a part of it.
Oh yeah, like because we have to load up these carts with some.
Leave
wood.
the two carts we have that are not here.
I guess my question for you is: do you want to like load up this lumber and cut and run, or do you want to further explore this corruption?
Oh,
There's not.
I thought I
wrong
exploded
answer.
all of it. Yeah,
Well,
I
you
thought I
exploded all of
You-
it right around you.
You exploded it within the area.
Like there might be more in this forest.
I just did a like investigation, and there's more to the south of us. So
we don't know the growth rate of this realistically. Like we honestly do not know how fast it's moving.
It
I think-
moves as
and
fast
how-
as the people.
Well, I mean, in terms of, yeah, I agree. But like, do we put something up? Be like, yo, it goes over walls, and like put like a fake wall up or something like that, or like, this is something. I feel like Morty would say this seems like something beyond us. It's no longer like it's a bandit thing. It's
Yeah,
like
no,
this is
I
something
agree.
so much beyond us. Do we take what we have, report what we've seen,
Yeah, and get more.
and then come
yeah.
back? What is it? 2 days away? Is that what it was? I was trying to read my notes on this. I think
So
we're only
it's-
2 days away from town.
So the lumberjack camp is 2 days away from town. You're like a full day away from the camp at this point.
Yes, so we have about 6 days.
Round trip.
To it, yeah, round trip. Where if they're like, oh, it went over a wall. I mean, it could go way further than that. But like, what does Morty know? It actually probably be 8 days, and we try to get more lumber on this thing because we're gonna add more time to it. But
Yeah.
like, at that point, we cut our ties with Erin, and give her a cart. We have a new cart. We could, at that point, just become lumberjacks, and we no longer follow the trail of In the Red. And we are just lumberjacks.
So let me lay out a couple of options, and these are by no
That'd
means
be very helpful.
these are by no means exhaustive options, right? Like
Right.
these are just like a couple of suggestions. One, you could continue to investigate the source of this corruption, head further south, figure out what the cause is, and deal with it for good, so you can establish like this forest as a useful forest for timber, right?
Right.
Two, you could pack up the carts with as much fallen wood as you can find, take it to town, Aaron can then help you like build stuff for your restaurant, for your fast casual dining experience, right?
Right.
3, you could rush back to town, give the sample to Roscoe,
Right.
so that Roscoe can study it and provide you with more information, so you're better equipped to handle, potentially better equipped to handle whatever is the cause of this spore issue. 4, you could decide that like you don't want to deal with Wind's Hollow anymore and like explore somewhere else. I don't know, whatever. Those are a couple of options, right? Like those are by no means exhaustive, but in terms of like the options you have available to you, it's literally whatever you want to do. But those are a couple of the obvious ones that strike me as like when I think about like what I would do in this circumstance.
Right. So my inclination is I just cast Fireball here, and boy are my hands burning. But like I was definitely of the mind that, you know, we go and get whatever fallen wood that's here, because I mean I'm sure as heck not gonna fall any trees with these axes here and stuff, and like take back
I mean,
what
you
we
might,
can.
but it'd probably take a while.
It would take a long time. I'd probably have more success actually just digging up underneath it.
My spiritual scythe only does so well.
Yeah, right. And then while we're back in town and we have the wood to Aaron, we also have Roscoe take a look at the stuff. Because
I am actually kind of like, as I've grabbed it, a little hesitant of giving it to him. Simply put, I'm afraid he's gonna be like, "Oh, this would be nice," and then next thing we know, Roscoe's literally like a fungus problem, and we had to burn down half the town. And then our next like paycheck is all about putting Wind's Hollow back on the map.
Yeah.
Like there is a point of contention here. I'm like Roscoe, if you do not consider this the T virus, you are going to turn into a zombie. Like, very literal. I don't know if this means anything to you, but like I would have no hesitation in killing you if this becomes a problem.
I thought it was strange that you wanted to go and fill up one of our water skins with this disgusting stuff.
Hold on. I gave him
Dimitri.
I had to figure out on the camera where it was him, my water skin full of resin. I took a empty vial.
Oh, okay.
And put a spore full of actual spores.
Yeah,
so
no.
I do have a biological warfare weapon here at this point. Don't tempt me.
I just have chemical warfare, devices.
Hey Brian, not gonna lie, this turned into actually a different kind of game. We're switching to the D6 version model of it. What is it? That game that only runs D6s. Shadowrun. This is just Shadowrun. We're Shadowrunning with a bunch of chemical wars.
I would say let's accomplish the task of getting the wood back to town, because then that could create the items that we need. But then what we can do is we leave the one cart with Aaron.
Yeah.
That's the borrowed cart. Then we bring the other one back, our new cart that we just found and obtained.
I mean, it could be an older cart is the problem.
Regardless, it's better than we had.
Yeah.
It strikes you as a functional cart.
Okay.
I will tell you that much.
And then we can come back to the forest, or we probably wouldn't even need the cart. We could just bring our horses and ride them into the forest, trying to find more of this blight.
You also have oxen now.
We do have oxen, but oxen are not as fast as horses.
So
I feel like the oxen are A-okay in the barn.
The other thing we could do is make maybe a more official decree to the mayor and saying, hey, this is an issue.
Yeah. Don't go.
And maybe it's like we need to repo these carts, and we need these for X amount of trips to get stuff done. And then I don't know what the circumstance would be with the mayor and Aaron and everybody, but like, hey, we need to like create a mini supply of like a mini stockpile of wood as we figure out what else is going on in here. But like this stuff is easy to take. It's hopefully not sport. We either created a sport town or not. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not quite certain what, but I feel like at this point we're infected. I need a shower. Like, like I need a Purell bath at this point. Like,
well, that's what we could have Roscoe try and make an antifungal.
I don't
or if he
want
knows about
any
any
of that.
antifungals.
I guess I feel like he's gonna make a bomb.
He'll be fine.
I feel like every kobold says that when they get a hands on a bomb.
So what's the plan then?
All right. So meanwhile, while all this dialogue is happening,
let's grab wood.
Like over here, and there's just like this honking log behind me, just dragging a line in the grass.
I do think we should grab some wood while we're here. Definitely.
So the three of you can lift like firewood-sized pieces of wood, but like
aren't we like a couple hours away?
You're like the better part of a day from the camp.
Shit. I mean, shoot.
Well, we need to go back to camp anyway to rest and recuperate. We can then be able to obtain said oxen and lug logs out of the forest to use.
Dang, I wish I was level 10.
Isn't there like a crane or something at the camp?
There's like a lifting, like it's.
Ugh, that piece of wood was really heavy.
I'd say it's more of a winch than a crane, but yeah, there's like a grabby winch that you can like lift and load carts with.
All right.
And we have like two or three horses, right? Plus Jeffrey and the sturdy
2 oxen.
And 2 oxen.
Yeah.
And 2 oxen.
You have enough livestock that like you could get decent sized pieces of wood out of the forest. Yeah. But they're just not with you right now. Like
So it's 4 days travel.
You'd be the better part of a day back to camp.
Yep.
Then a day back here. And then
so from here to camp to back to Twin Home, how much?
That'd be 3 days.
3 days.
It's 3 days.
If we don't come back for wood.
If you don't come back for wood.
That's worth coming back for wood for. Like 5 days max, unless Brian decides to start. And at that point, actually, I think that might be a good thing because we leave for a day, we come back, we see what's going on here. If anything bad has happened, or let's say if things have started regrowing, we're like, no, and then they throw down the fist again, and we're like, we're tired of it. And if they haven't, great. And then we check on where like the slow spreading is going on. If like is it greater now?
Yeah.
Or has it simmered down because we've destroyed I don't say major patch, but a minor patch?
A patch.
Like, a patch. That could be a good opportunity to see how fast this is growing, or if it's not growing at all, or maybe we're just not seeing it close enough. I'd like to take a mental mental screenshot of of what it looks like. I'm gonna put it like a feather in the way, or put like a leaf in the way. Maybe two sticks. Like, oh, it's too big now. It's clearly growing, and then come back, and then
you're gonna come back, and these 2 sticks you stuck in the ground are gonna become the new animated monster that's gonna be attacking us.
I hate how right you are.
So we'll
infect the tree.
I'm gonna kick those sticks over and
we'll do like a small stick, just so we can see this. Like,
yeah, I'm not trying to put like a whole log into the ground. I'm thinking like
it'll be a
something
twig
like
blight
this
next
tall
time instead of a tree blight.
Yeah, I don't need 2 twig blights just coming on and just effing everything up. Like, I'm just trying to say, I was like trying to set like a point of reference here.
You could set the point of reference not in the blighted part.
But then we need something to. And I look at you and I go, "What are you talking about?" And like, clearly my 10 intelligence is showing, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I look
The
at him
best way
back,
to do it is put it right next to the areas where they're affected.
and I look back at you with my 8 intelligence and go, "Oh, okay."
And then I look back at both of y'all and go, we're just making Groots here.
And I say, what's a Groot?
Let's go bring back some fire.
So,
I'm
yeah.
like carrying
So
one
let's spend
firewood.
the next day
One
traveling
firewood,
back.
please.
Yeah, let's bring back those 3 firewoods.
Let's at least bring back
Wait.
firewood to the camp.
Yeah.
Because that way we can start a fire, set up camp.
I really hope another group of like a Goliath, half elf, and a 2 kobolds show up going like, what the heck are you guys doing here? It's like, we just, wait, huh?
You never know. Let's do it.
So yeah, let's go back. Let's take the because is it daytime, evening time?
It's starting
like,
to look like sundown, like it's close to dusk.
Oh.
So we wouldn't make it back before.
No, we can make it back. I thought it was before then. I thought it was like mid-afternoon when we got here.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right. It's probably mid-afternoon. You can make it
And like,
back.
you know, I'd say it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock when we're done here, and like I thought it was like we can make it back by dusk.
Yeah, a little bit later than dusk probably at this
Yeah.
point, just because you spent like an hour torching the
Talking-
place, and then another
talking
hour
about how this
talking
place
about how you
sucks.
torched the place. So it'll be pretty dark when you
about
get
right.
back to camp,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but you can make it back before like the end of the day or the end of the night for sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
And there's like lanterns and stuff, so you don't even have to worry about like setting up camp. Like there's a cabin you can stay in.
Oh, cool. Then let's
We want to
do
make
our-
sure all the food is restored for Jeffrey. I don't care about
So-
the options, honestly.
Goodberry comes into play here. I cast Goodberry. I give one to everyone. I give Jeffrey. Wait, how many? So we have 2 oxens, 2 horses.
He's sitting there going like, "Why do you keep feeding me so much?"
So we have 2 oxens, 2 horses.
Jeffrey,
the
and
sturdy
the 4
guy.
of you, and
And then-
Marengo, and the 4 of you.
Oh,
And the 4.
Marengo
Oh, that's
is so
exactly
good.
10. So
It is
everybody
exactly
gets 1.
10, yeah.
Everybody gets everyone. Wait, I'd rather forego my portion so Jeff. Oh my God, so much food.
Jeffrey's gonna start looking like Marengo soon enough.
Wow, I don't appreciate that.
Anything else you want to do before the end of the night?
Well, go ahead. If anyone else wants to do anything, I think I'm gonna be long and drawn out.
Can I take? I don't know how much downtime it would be, but just I want to experiment and put like some of this resin on a couple of arrows.
You could try that in like one night, like just like dumping some out. Make an alchemy check.
Alchemy check.
You're proficient with alchemist tools?
I believe.
Proficient.
Where is alchemy?
It's in
It's
tool
its own
sets
thing.
on the bottom left.
I'll have to double check that one, but I think I am.
Yeah, it's not a skill, it's a tool.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's hiding. If
It might not be the character sheet template we are using.
It's typically
Maybe
with
it's-
languages. It's like languages and tools.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Like
I have,
languages
yeah.
and other proficiencies.
I have
I
to
guess it
manually
depend-
write in there. So,
I guess it depends on what you'd assume the tools would be and what proficiency they would have.
I apparently do not have alchemy because I don't think I.
I think
took
it's
that.
wisdom or intelligence.
I would say it's probably intelligence. Like you can just try to like quickly coat some arrows in this resin if you want.
Yeah,
And that would be just a flat intelligence roll.
yeah. Let's try that. I want to see at least one arrow because you never know.
Sure.
Set something ablaze. 17 plus 2, so 19.
19. Yeah, you are pretty sure it's pretty well coated. You light the arrow and you fire it at just kind of like a training target that happens to be at the camp. And it takes a little bit of time, but the target eventually ignites.
Oh,
Cool. So it survive the flight.
Yeah, it doesn't stay lit very long. Maybe just like less than like you would consider it like half a round, right? Enough to like deal fire damage. It's enough to like give you 1 bonus point of damage that is fire damage, and like if something is resistant to piercing, it's enough to like make it not resistant to that piercing damage. But
or it could possibly set something on fire.
If that's what you were trying to use it for, that is a potentiality, but not like reliably.
But it won't remain on fire. Yeah.
You could, if you like found an alchemist or like worked on your alchemy skills, you could definitely like use this product to like develop like a solve or I guess like a coating for your arrows that could be more sustained fire. But at this point, like it's a pretty quick burn.
So
For me, okay.
So I was just gonna say, so I'm working on a carpenter, a cook, and an alchemist.
Oh, gosh, all these half proficiencies.
Jack of all trades.
Do what you want.
It's true. All right, I am going to go over when we were feeding the animals and stuff like that. I would go over to where Jeffrey and Marengo and all the oxen stuff like that, and just like check for like comfort stuff, like quality of life stuff. So clean out any of the poop that's in there, check any of like the haystacks, see if there's like anything hiding in there. Just sort of like general tidiness, because that's what I probably would have done around my dragon if I were still in my mountain.
Yeah, it seems it's not terribly clean when you get there. I mean, there is like obviously poop, but you managed to like sweep that out and kind of muck the stalls and whatnot. It's pretty clean now. There wasn't anything like hiding in the haystacks or anything. But yeah, they are the animals are now very well taken care of.
Hooray!
Yep.
It looks like it's an untampered with. Hooray! Thank goodness.
There was a little bit of that, but also because we didn't really get a chance to explore it previously, and I just wanted to make sure that the animals were truly safe and whatnot. So yeah.
Okay, so we made it back at the end of the day. We are happily doing that. I guess for me, I would like to recount my day's actions and what's been happening. And
we have journals here.
We do. And I would like to say, dear diary, today was a crazy day. End entry.
Fair enough.
Baited! I baited all of you guys. You thought it was going to be intense. And then I say...
Today was a what?
Crazy day.
End of entry, yeah.
No, it'd be like, today was a crazy day. ... Trees are really, really out there to get us. ... Or something.
All right.
Or something.
And then I think the next time would be like, Spit and Dimitri are really cool.
And then there's stick figures.
And it'll be like the stick figures of us like, I don't say like hanging out, but it'd be like us dealing with what's going on, like the big tree that's trying to kill us. But then afterwards, like, there's a pile of like, I guess, dots because it's like rocks. And then like us talking about what happened. And it'd been like, today was a good day. I mean, and it's like, maybe it was a good day because we've got people back to where they need to be. And I really appreciate what I have.
Cool. Anything else before the end of the night?
Is Jeffrey all safe?
He's very safe.
Oh, that's all. Then no, nothing for me.
You guys get up in the morning, load what firewood you could grab. Yes, JD.
We're rested now, right?
You have long rested. Yes. You grab what firewood you can toss in the cart. Are you bringing the oxen back with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you bring the two oxen.
I was gonna wait. Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait. No, the oxen are. Wait, why? Are we making oxen soup?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
We can
I would
have
look. I would look at him and go like,
we can
no.
have 2 cart full of wood that we take back.
we've
Yeah.
got 4 horses.
We have to. Then the horses can take a day off, and they can just we
No,
can ride
we-
them.
Jason,
Because-
make an insight check, JD.
Insight.
We're not making anybody into soup or glue. Yet.
That is a dirty 20.
It occurs to you that the owners of these oxen are dead, and if you leave them here, they're just like they're gonna like eventually they will starve, right? Like someone has to supply them with like.
To roll an insight check.
I mean, like animals should be taken care of. You feel like, and there's enough like grass around to keep them up for a while, but they're not being like well managed. They're just like fending for themselves in a campsite, like hoping things stay the same. So it strikes you as maybe beneficial to bring these oxen back to town so that someone can properly take care of them.
Can the DM get bennies? Like seriously.
Okay, let's go. I was under the assumption that they were living off the land. Yes.
That is
No,
true.
like I'm sorry, they are branded like Goliath and Company Lumberjack Co.
Yeah. But
At least we have a name now.
But we know. No, we had a name.
No, it's
we had a name
Jordy's,
before.
it's
Yeah,
Jordy's lumberjacking.
exactly.
Oh, right,
and
They're
they've
branded
also
Jordan's
been.
Lumberjack.
They've also been gone for a while, so I'm just like, all right, these oxen have figured it out. But you're right.
That's fair, I guess. You can take them or choose not to. That's up
Oh,
to
we're
you.
No, we'll
taking
take
them,
them. We'll take
100%.
them. We'll take them.
We're adding to our retinue of ridiculous things. Our
Sure.
our congealments of horses
Right.
and now oxen.
Right. And don't forget, you
And-
did find 90 gold in the camp.
Yes.
We found 90 gold, a map of the forest, and a journal of information.
And a gray axe and wood felling axes and a non-full sets of leather armor. More so, protective gear.
Yeah, together they like make up one full set of leather armor.
Let me be clear here. This is not going towards that. This is going to the Spitz Foundation of Hardening Things Fund.
Okay.
I just feel it's like here's an armband, and it's like that's a right leg. And like here's just a bundle of leather.
You're gonna be looking like a Final Fantasy character in no time.
Exactly.
Final
You're
Fantasy Fallout.
You're only
No,
allowed to
Fallout.
wear one protective covering item, and it's either a bracer or an armlet.
Upper
Or
arm
a
versus
bangle.
lower arm. It's the same thing.
Perfect. So you guys head north on the 2-day trip back to town. It is relatively uneventful to get there.
Okay.
And you consider what has just happened, how to best help the people of Winds Hollow, and how to get yourselves out of such crippling debt.
We're in crippling debt.
Yeah, we still owe like 10,000 gold to somebody.
Don't remind the DM. Don't remind him.
And the sun starts to set as you start to get within about 1,000 yards of camp. And that is where we will end this episode of In the Red. We will pick up again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight is
The
the
20th.
20th of August.
The 20th.
We will see you then. We did restart the Bard's Tale this week, finally.
Woo!
Check out the Bard's Tale. Let them know that the folks on In the Red have the cooler pack animal. And Sebastian's a little punk of a pony. Other than that, find us on Patreon if you want to add some more bennies to the pool. There's some other options there that you can create, like caches and cool stuff for the party to find. Check that out, look those over, and sign up. And if you do, I will reach out to you and we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do some like streaming kind of things to facilitate that during off weeks. buy coffee, initiativecoffeeco.com. Support escape rooms at fuzzylogic.com.
FuzzyLogicEscapeRoom.com.
Fuzzylogic
Those guys, they're the best.
They're still doing their cool online escape rooms where they will walk you through their rooms, and they'll be the hands to your eyes. So that'll hopefully be pretty cool for you all. Other than that, stay safe, be kind, wear a mask, and roll together. Bye, guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.